I want to say that it was 2014-15 season. We ended up having Cal. I remember that season we started off rough. I remember we traded. I always make fun of about this shit. We traded Rudy Gay.
Had to take your ass on Rudy.
We traded Rudy. I always fuck with Rudy about it. So we traded Rudy, and obviously was devastated about that happening. But I remember, that year looking at, I'm looking at guys in my same class, like, Drew had been an all-star already.
Yep.
He was in the playoffs. James, obviously, he was competing for playoffs. He was in the playoffs. So all these guys, like, I'm looking at them like I'm tired of not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you get sick of losing all the damn time.
I remember when we traded Rudy, Cal was gonna get traded and I was gonna get traded because they was gonna blow it up, and at this time they was gonna tank for Wiggins.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So that was the whole plan. Everybody was screaming tank for Wiggins and everything, and we had like a week span of being on the road after we traded Rudy. In that week span, we just hooped.
Yeah.
I'm talking about we winning games, top teams. We beating everybody to where it turned.
Because this team right now is you, Kyle.
2014.
This is
me, Cal.
DeMar Carroll.
No, he wasn't there.
Grievous Vasquez.
Whoa.
Yeah,
what a name.
Pat Patterson. Amir John Salmons. Yeah, like Terrence Ross. T. Ross was on that team, right?
Landry Fields, T. Ross.
Landry Fields.
It just clicked.
So everything just clicked, bro.
Jonas and
Patrick Patterson, Jonas, Valanciunas. So we just hoop, bro. Next thing you know, I'm an all-star. I'm named all-star. I'm like, shit. Like, all right. Like, next thing you know, we top seed. We about to play Brooklyn first round of the playoffs.
That's what KG now.
KG, Paul Pierce, Joe Johnson, Darren Williams.
I tell you, they had the names.
Everything. We took them to 7.
Took them to 7.
That was the first one. We took them to 7. We lost by a point. Lost by a point. But
Sick.
How that whole year kind of just changed everything for us.
The belief,
the everything, bro. It just gave us what we ultimately needed and understood. Like, man, we because we started the season like 6-12 or something like that. Like, we was like trash.
And you weren't in the playoffs again. So your rookie year and then 2014?
Until 2014. That's when we first made the playoffs.
Damn.
So that whole time, so boom, we do that. And the confidence is there. It's like, shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? All-star, this. So the next year.
How you going into that summer after your all-star
Man,
year?
Straight to it because, what was that, 2014? I want to say, because of 15, that summer was like everything because I got a taste of the playoffs. Now I know what to expect.
And you're the guy.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You're the guy at this point.
So now you feel it. Like, the confidence there. So approached it how I approached it. I remember hooping all summer, doing everything. So I was ready. Come next season, team ready. We hooping. Like 7 games into the season, I tore my groin. So
God damn.
And I just remember like being so frustrated because it's like, man, this was the year to capitalize on a year that I just had.
Yep.
We was so good. We still was winning. But from my standpoint, it's like, damn, man, I'm out. I'm about to miss, I think I missed like 23 games. But I was like rushing to try to get back to be with the team because they winning. I want to be a part of it. And we ended off that season as a top seed. I think we was like a number 2 seed or something. And like we go into the playoffs with the ultimate confidence of like, shit, we got this. Like, boom. We get swept by Washington. John and them swept us.
Boy.
So now we like, oh shit, now.
What the fuck we do now?
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like, we just had a great season.
Yeah.
We just had a great season. 'Cause 15, that summer was like everything because I got a taste of the playoffs. Now you feel it. Like, you know what I mean? We was like, oh shit, now. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? We just had a great season. got swept, and I remember like
Do you remember? Because we all know in the playoffs there's a moment.
Yeah.
Was it just they had y'all number, or?
Yeah, they was just like had our number, because the crazy thing is like I think we beat Washington every game that year. But that goes back to the point of we already counting our eggs before we got them, because we looking at it like,
got you.
Like I think Atlanta was blushing. I think Atlanta was the top seed that year.
Mm-hmm.
And
pretenders, as Hong said.
So, but this how we was looking at it. Look, this how we was looking at it. We was like, all right, we got Washington 4 times. We're gonna beat them. We beat the Hawks every time we played them.
Yeah.
So let's run through Washington. We get Hawks second round. We for sure get into the conference finals.
Yeah.
That's how we looking at it. We going.
You gotta play the first series first.
Yeah. We already counting. You know what I mean? We go in there, get swept. Out of there.
Kurt's pissed.
Paul Pierce was on that Washington team.
Paul Pierce is on that one.
After they lost to Brooklyn the year before.
Yeah.
He talking all this shit.
He's talking mad shit.
He's talking mad shit.
Is that the one when he hit the game winner?
That wasn't on us. That was on Atlanta. That was the next round.
Atlanta.
That was the next round on Atlanta.
He was on some shit.
Yeah. Like
he was on some shit.
He was on some shit, but it was like, you know, it was tough, but that year we learned so much. And I think that next summer
was real.
Yeah, I did the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I signed my big deal that year too.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when I signed my deal, I remember looking at it like, man, I just want to prove that, I want to overly prove whatever it is they thought they gave me.
Mm-hmm.
And so, bro, I work my ass off.
It's the best time of the year. It's conference championship time, and it's time to figure out who's going to be in the finals. Will it be in the Big Apple in New York, or will it be in Minnesota in the Twin City? We don't know. But the one thing you already know, we are sponsored by DraftKings. So that means go to DraftKings right now, download the app, and use promo code RACE. New customers who bet as little as $5 get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. And you already know, use your $300 in bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for a shot for an even bigger payout. And if sports betting isn't legal in your state or sports betting isn't your thing, DraftKings still got you with DraftKings Pick 6. Once again, go to DraftKings right now, download the app, and use promo code RACE. New customers who bet as little as $5 get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. DraftKings, the crown is yours.